Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2022 Ford Escape, and this is the ST line front wheel drive petrol. So let's check it out. Alright, before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Boots Ford at West Gosford, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. So the Escape is based on the Focus chassis, so you'll see some similarities there as we go. So at the front end here, you've got the Ford badge, the big black grille there. You do have your LED daytime running lights and headlights, as well as the driving lights and the parking sensors. So what are your thoughts on the Escape? Do you like this one over the original model that they had? Let me know in the comments. So the Escape runs 8 on 18-inch wheels with Continental tyres, and I sort of like the matte silver finish that they've done with the wheels. You also get a ST line badge there at the front, as well as privacy glass, and you can see that Boots Ford have put a couple of bits and pieces on the back window there. So we'll come around to the back there. You've got the Ford badge, the Escape written there. You've got the reverse camera underneath. And then further down, you've got the parking sensors, twin exhaust, and they actually are proper exhausts. And then you do have these nice wraparound tail lights there. Alright, let's go and have a look inside. Alright, just in the Escape. And first impressions, it's quite sporty in here. Now you do have cloth trim seats with a nice pattern, and they do have the red stitching on there, as well as stitching things like the floor mats there, even around where you rest your leg against the center console there. They've got the steering wheel's got the red stitching on it, and they've got nice soft touch doors and also soft dash as well as this sort of fake carbon fiber look they've gone with on the dash. But all in all, I think it's a little bit more sporty and it looks nicer, I think, too. Alright, so to the right of the steering wheel, you've got an array of buttons there. You've got your headlight controls, and you've also got your rear boot control too, so you can open and close that from in here. Now the steering wheel itself, like I said before, it's got leather with the red stitching. You do have your cruise control buttons on the left and your menu buttons on the right, and you've also got some audio buttons below those as well. Now you do have some paddle shifters sort of hidden away in there. Again, that's nice. I quite like that myself, you know, to enjoy the drive a bit more. And then you got your indicator stalk on the right and your wiper stalk on the left. Alright, so we'll come to the dash, and I like it. It's blue, so I like that nice sort of dark blue with it. And I'll just go through the menu just briefly with you. So you've got screen selections, you've got the calm screen, your fuel economy, and your two trip computers, as well as your audio there. You've got your navigation, you've got your phone, you've got your settings, which has oil life and tire pressure, and you've got some display settings. You can actually show the speedometer in miles an hour should you wish to do that. Not that you need to in Australia, but I guess it's good to change that for European things like that. So to the left of the steering wheel, you do have your engine start stop button, and then we'll come over to the media center, Ford Sync media center. Now it's pretty basic to use. You've got your home screen there, and then we'll go to your audio there, and you've got your AM, FM, digital radio, or Bluetooth audio. You do have your phone there, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as your navigation screen, and again, it's very easy to bring up the menu and use that. You've got your apps for when your phones are plugged in, either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and then you've got your settings with an array of driver settings there. And the swipe function is reasonably quick, which is good. So further down, you do have some shortcut buttons for the audio, and you've got my favorite, a volume knob on the left and a tuning knob on the right. So further down, integrated your ventilation there, you got your hazard switch, and then further down you have your air conditioning. It's dual zone climate control, and you got a little digital display on either one there, so you can sort of see what it's at. It also comes up on the screen as well. You do have also seat heaters for the front driver and passenger there. So and further down, you've got a wireless phone charger. You do have 2 USBs and a 12-volt plug there as well. Now coming back further, you've got your gear selector there, PRND, and then manual mode, so you can use your paddles. And then you do have your handbrake or finger brake, and then behind that there's a little button there with a little hand on it, so that is your hill start, or what it'll pretty much do is it'll hold the car wherever you are, and then when you go to accelerate it'll take it off. So behind there you do have a few more buttons. You have got your drive mode button, which we'll just go through now and show you. You've got normal, you've got eco, you've got my favorite sport, you've got slippery, you've got snow/sand assist, and then we go back to normal. You also have your auto start stop, you can turn that off, your parking sensors, and you've got another button for your head-up display. So to the left you got your twin cup holders, a little bit of storage behind there, and then we'll come to the armrest. Again, very nice, leather stitching and comfortable as well. So open that up and you do have a little tray there, and you've just got some more storage space further down. So we'll come over to the glove box. Now, the glove box is reasonably deep, and yeah, you could fit a fair bit of stuff in there. Your service books and I reckon a few iPads would go in there with ease. Alright, let's go and have a look in the back. Alright, just in the back of the Escape. First impressions is, it's quite nice back here. They've continued with the red stitching there and this nice design pattern on the seat. Now, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters, and I've got plenty of headroom and actually reasonable amount of knee room, leg room, and foot room. And this is set up for me, so I could sit here for a reasonable amount of time. Now, you do get 2 ISOFIX spots, 2 there and 2 behind me. And the rear passengers get ventilation and twin USBs, as well as some map pockets or iPad pockets, as you would call them now. Alright, let's go and have a look in the boot. Alright, just in the boot of the Escape. Now, here we have, as it sits with the rear seats up, you get 556 litres of boot room. If you were to fold the rear seats down, that goes up to 1,478 litres. Now, you do have your tether points, your 3 tether points there. There are some tie down points either side at the front there. And then if I lift up the carpet, you've got your 17-inch space saver there, and you've got your jack and tools there as well. Also, further up, I just wanted to show you this is the privacy screen, only it's slightly different. You can actually unclip it and you can take that out, and it's just a thin one there, just clips in there and clips in up there. Alright, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. Alright, just under the bonnet of the Escape. So here we have a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine that produces 183 kilowatts of power and 387 newton meters of torque. And that's mated exclusively to an 8-speed automatic transmission that drives the front wheels. Now, Ford claims the Escape will use 8.6 litres per 100 kilometres combined, which I think is reasonably good for this size vehicle. All right, let's go and have a drive. All right, just going to go for a drive in the Escape, so let's go. So vision out the front is really good both sides. Vision out the back is pretty good. You get a wide field of vision there, and you do have your camera and parking sensors to aid in that. Now, vision out the sides, again, really good all the way to the back, and the mirrors do a really good job. They're wide enough and tall enough to get a good field of vision from them. So just driving around, cornering is actually pretty good. The steering feels quite nice around corners, not too heavy and not too light. It's also a little bit bumpy on this stretch of road, and the car is soaking up the bumps very well. What's it like acceleration wise with the Escape? Well, I've just got it in sport mode and manual mode, so let's find out. Yeah, wow, it's certainly got some grunt there. I did find though that the torque is quite aggressive through the front wheels. Yeah, it will slip a bit if you really try and get into it, as you saw then. So it's but just driving around normally is good, and it's got enough power, sort of overtaking and things like that. But just for acceleration off the line, if you wanted one of these and you wanted to drive it in that way, I'm not suggesting you do, but it would be better to get the all-wheel drive version, just for more grip and better road handling. What do I think of the Escape? Well, I'm pretty impressed with it overall. It's comfortable, it's got enough room in it, it's got enough power. It's probably got too much power for the front wheels, but it's good fun anyway. And yeah, it's got paddle shifters, it's got the volume roller knob, like you know. Yeah, it's wireless phone charger. Like, those are the sort of things that I sort of like. The red stitching I always like. So yeah, look, I'm pretty impressed with this car, with the ST line, with its features. You probably don't need to go up to the top spec model, unless you really want all that sort of stuff. I think the ST line is good enough anyway for most people. But yeah, it looks nice. They've done things like the carbon fiber look, even though it's fake. It's not real. It still looks quite nice, and this material, scratchy material around the window switches. Yeah, you know, I like that sort of thing. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, thanks, guys.